wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I am back again to bring you the truth, undiluted, uncensored truth without cosmetic. You know, I've always say on this platform that truth have no ethnicity. Truth have no religious or political affiliation. Truth is truth, anywhere, anytime. And likewise, corruption in Nigeria. Corruption in Nigeria is widespread, evenly spread. It has no ethnicity or religious affiliation or even political party. It doesn't belong in any of the political parties in particular. It is corruption everywhere you go. That is Nigeria for you. You remember MTN? Everywhere you go. Corruption in Nigeria everywhere you go. There is hardly any, I don't think there is anything that is done in Nigeria that have no corrupt undertone. Check it. If there is one, drop it on the comment column. Let me see. Everything is centered on corruption, plundering of public wealth with impunity. They do it with audacity. Over the years, it has happened. And now some of you wonder why this political class, these political jobbers would do anything to go into power. They know they go serve you. You see that time when they boss for National Assembly or state assemblies, they are not fighting for your own right. They are fighting for their pockets. Now, if it comes from me to the Yoruba people in Lagos, they will misunderstand me. But it is coming from your own son, a Yoruba man, for what is happening in your own land. Watch it and I'll be right back.
May I not lie to you? The thief, where they go on for this Lagos, he pass be careful.
Thief from who?
From politicians.
So how you go
and main
solve
officials. I will give you one example, very quick example. Then they build one railway. They build when they build railway. Waiting we see for eye, waiting we see for ground. Now we say that they build up from mile 2 side to CMS. For paper, they write say now from Okoko. You dey hear me so? To CMS. But as I dey talk to you now, no evidence today for ground. Say now from Okoko, the thing want to start. The whole length of that line at 27.5 kilometers. When they announced the thing to us for 2009, they talk say the money when they pay for that blue line now 1.5 billion US dollars. Make we for take understand that well. Now over 500 billion naira na it be. 500 billion, not be million, no, billion naira. Now the project they cost Lagos State. Okay. They begin builder. Then they builder. Till now, they never finish. Since 2009, 10 years. I can't discover, say, for Ethiopia. They self build railway. But their own start 2 years after our own start. And their own are 759 kilometers. For avoidance of doubt, make we take understand ourselves very well. Ethiopia don't already get rail line for that corridor already before. But the journey from Djibouti port, you know, say Djibouti not be Ethiopia today. Yes. Now their neighbor, they be. Ethiopia not get port. Now Djibouti get port. So they negotiate with the government of Djibouti, say, I beg, make una please allow us access to your port through our railway. So they get that railway there. But the railway, the journey, it be like Lagos to Kano at the moment. Now 3 days it take. You understand? So they can't borrow themselves brain. Say, oh boy, if you upgrade this thing now, they talk with China. China agree with them. They negotiate. They can say, okay, we'll go build the railway for now. From Djibouti to Addis Ababa, 759 kilometers. So they build a new line, standard gauge. Because the old line, not be say refurbishment matter, now be this one. This one, a new line they build alongside the same corridor. Heavy rail, we go, they carry container, they carry passenger from Djibouti port to Addis Ababa. Cost, 4.5 billion US dollars, 759 kilometers. When we do the mathematics, it turned out to be about $5.2 million per kilometer. $5.2 million per kilometer. The one for Lagos, when we do the maths, now $54 million. $54 $54 million per kilometer. That is more than times 10 of what in Ethiopia pay for heavy rail. Now we pay for light rail. I want not to carry container. You know, now only passenger if you carry. You understand? Now, the matter not end there. I can't look at my sister, say the same company will build the Ethiopian line, when they start for 2011, finish for 2016, they don't they use them as they talk now. They begin using them for January 2018 for the public. They test them throughout 2017. The same company will build the one for Ethiopia. Now they build the one for Lagos. I can't wonder, say, which can't it be this? You they build 27.5 kilometers, you not finish after 10 years. You build 759 kilometers, you finish and within 5 years. What's happen now? I can't check. I just do Google search. The Google, when I Google, you can't bring one paper. That paper now, the Q1 report, the first quarter report of 2010 of CRCC, that is China Railway Construction Company, to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange when they did. When I read the report, I see page 9. I look the last paragraph. I can't see where they report all the overseas contracts where they don't get. Inside that paragraph, they write Lagos Light Railway Scheme for the blue line and the red line. So the contract value now 1,256,000,000 renminbi. That is their currency. I can't do the conversion to dollar. My sister, fear catch me. For the two lines, waiting they say the contract value be now $181 million US.
So what do you go do differently?
$181 million.
Because right now
I go make everything they public. If we want do railway and we go and I want do railway, now that Ethiopian cost, now I go use as standard. If any railway company come meet me say they won't build railway for me, the thing pass $5.2 million, I go ask them how it take be. We go do public bidding process. Anything when they submit, by the time we want open the bids, now for public we go do them, not be say anything hidden. You understand? So that everybody go see as the thing they take go. We know what the cost supposed be because all the figures they for public now. The Ethiopians don't hide their own, they put them for public. True. Even fights they for Ethiopia say corruption and make a reach $5.2 million per kilometer. Then they fight there. Argument today. So all this kind of money, the difference between $1.5 billion where they say it cost and the $181 million where the Chinese company say they pay them, now over $1.2 billion US dollar. Where that money go? Now the question where they ask me that, if to say they spend all that money on railway at the cost where the Ethiopians do their own, we forget 277 kilometers of railway. They not agree. That one they there.
You see that thing? What he said? Absolutely truth. Nothing but the truth. But don't just say, hey, it is Yoruba people. Let me tell you, it is happening in the north. It is happening in the east. It is happening in the west. It is happening in the south. Everywhere in Nigeria, the story is the same. Have you ever wondered why all these years, government after government, things get worse? There is no improvement in school. There is no improvement in healthcare service delivery. There is no improvement in infrastructural development. There is no improvement even in security. Nothing has ever gotten better in Nigeria. Every day, it is from one drama to the another. It is from one impunity to another. It is from one story to it is from pan to fire for Nigerians. The experience it is the same. Everybody is affected except the political class. I always tell you that Nigerians are the victims of Nigeria. I always say it. And you don't expect the kind of Nigeria that you have today that have been conscripted, this kind of concussion that you call Nigeria, it is fashioned in a way that ordinary people will be pitched against themselves, while this political class are united in their continuous, making your life a miserable one. In their habit of making your life a very miserable one. There's no difference. And I bet you, That is the truth, because here we know they look face, they talk the truth. If na me talk this thing where this Yoruba man talk, say na in dey happen, and call for Yoruba people to rise, they go chop my head. Now the ordinary people know I they talk of, now them go fight me. That's why I say Nigerian revolution will never happen at that widespread of federalism. It is going to happen on the regional base. You understand yourself, you know the language, you know what you're suffering. He's saying that the person where we are should know where in the pit jam. That's why I call for everyone, go and sort yourself out. We are not the same people. That is the truth. You are just deceiving yourself. The truth of the matter is that we have different tongues. It is a product of colonization, but it is our responsibility to address it and fix it. Yes, I am not here to pinch my fellow Africans against themselves, but I'm here that Africans will go back to their original national identity and not colonial identity, which Nigeria and many of our African countries represent up to today. That is why I call for the people to rise. That is the only salvation for you. Nobody will do it for you. I understand your position. They have used hunger and poverty to break the soul and the back of the society. But we can deprive ourselves. We can make that sacrifice. You don't need to run through the desert to go abroad. You don't need to enslave yourself abroad and never want to come back. Because those places you're going, people made sacrifices. Yes, people made sacrifices. Who will make our own sacrifice? Are we ready to hand over the same misery that we've seen ourselves to our children? We found ourselves in this mess. Over the years, it gets worse. But we can make a stand and say enough is enough. Average Yoruba man, Oduduwa, go and fix your problem. Nigeria will not solve it for you. Arewa, go and sort yourselves out. Nigeria will not fix it for you. My Biafran people, make we come home and fix our home. Nigeria, you know as it be, have always been the problem of our people. So I want to use this opportunity to open your consciousness, your mind, for you to start reasoning. I am not the problem of the Yoruba people. Neither are the Yoruba people my problem. Or Hausa Fulani, an average Hausa Fulani that is there hustling and dying of hunger, sickness, and insecurity that is ravaging the north. I am not your problem. Your problem are your leaders, your political leaders, your political class, whom their children fly private jets up and down after stealing public funds. You've seen the shame happening at the National Assembly. It is widespread. What you had that Yoruba man say, it is happening in every state in Nigeria. That is why they will kill. That is why they will do everything to get into power, to get any political appointment. That is how your school will never work, your healthcare will never work, your infrastructure will continue to decay, your children will never have job to do. You keep suffering. And by the time after 4 years, they will come back and give you 1,000 because you are hungry and desperate. You collect it and approve another year, 4 years of your misery. It is time for us to stand up and tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria is killing Nigerians. It is time we kill Nigeria to save Nigerians. I rest my case.